AER, memories of old. You've seen me run this before as a speedrun on stream. It deserves way more than that, because the world is full while simultaneously empty. This is a game I know very well, then. Ayuk, listen. I know you are eager to explore, but the pilgrimage is important to the people of the sky. As you know, in the early days before the Great Divide, the lands were very different from now. Instead of islands in the sky, the lands were one, and the ancients inhabited the world. They built great structures, among them 3 temples, here in the land of gods. Your journey will lead you to all 3 of them. But something's changed. Something changed. The ancients somehow caused the Great Divide, shattering the land, and left us with islands in the sky. Priestess Kara prayed by the lighthouse, and found answers that helped our people survive the Great Cataclysm. The first stop for every pilgrim is to visit Kara's shrine. So go in, Ayuk. I'll wait for you outside. And time. So used to when I start the timer. There's no timer here today. It'll feel like a speedrun, and then I'm going to go to, random stuff off the path here. Like, I'd keep going there, but nope, we have stuff to read. This tablet is really worn, and part of the text is unreadable. In the land of gods, there were 3, in 3 houses, slumbering in eternal skies. But yes, this is Ayuk. She's on her pilgrimage in the land of gods. As was just read, I usually have to explain that. The memory of light in our hearts shining with the name of Kara. Her lantern guided and protected us when the world shattered and we became people of the sky. Kara was a priestess who was there during the Great Divide. She was a bird shifter, much like Ayuk here. We'll see what that means when we get out of the cave. But you saw a little bit of effect from that from the wind around her when she landed. Enter the Hall of Memory, where sleeps the light of Kara. It never went out while she was alive. Ask and maybe it will shine forth to answer you. Big step. So light on her feet. What are these things in the air? Something that really stands out to me is the 3 fingers and thumb that they have on their hands. Well, that can't be good. They were spirits that gathered here. But we have to leave. Whatever that was is causing issue. These big rocks. They're growing. Now don't be fooled. You can't take damage, and the only way to die in this is to fall through the bottom of the world. I hope these lanterns will burn long enough to guide the young pilgrim. Oh, it did for as long as this place existed. Makes me wonder how old this is, because it's definitely generations since the Great Divide. And we'll see, there used to be many people here. There are fewer and fewer. Very few currently. In fact, there are exactly 7 NPCs in this. Well, I guess technically 8. Ayuk, you made it out okay? Thank the gods you're alright. What happened in there? I thought the worst when the cave collapsed. Is that the lantern? Strange that the lantern is an ancient artifact called Kara's Light. Somehow it shines for you. For the first time in generations. Keep it safe now. I'll stay here to investigate the shrine. Meanwhile, you should continue your pilgrimage. There's a village over by the lighthouse. Just follow the kites to get there. Talk to Dinah when you arrive. She'll tell you where to go next. Am I gonna get used to this? Who knows? We have these, bird places here. Full of birds. This is actually, if you fall to the bottom of the sky, this is where you will respawn, because you are a bird. We are birds. It's very nice to just explore. I always like that. You're going to see this game, despite doing everything. John, we need a larger island now. Our baby is growing. I think it's time time to set up camp by the lighthouse again. Get these tutorials out of my way. When I do a speedrun of this, I land in a tree. True. I don't even go here.
Hey.
Are you alright, Ayuk? It was Ayuk, right? We heard the rumbling from Kara's shrine. I'm so glad you made it out. My name is Dinah, and welcome. It was a long time ago when we had a pilgrimage here. Your mentor, Medlin, was actually the last one before you. My parents helped him back then. Now I, John, and our daughter Erin will help you. If you ever feel lost, just return here and talk to us. We are here to guide you after all. Every pilgrim's journey requires a visit to the 3 temples of the land in the land of gods. Kara sealed them a long time ago, right after the Great Divide. There's a sigil in the ground close to each temple. That's where we gather to pay respects to the spirits. And so you should go there. Sacred words are revealed to those who approach with an open mind. The Eventide Sanctuary is closest, and you will find it northwest of here. Sure will. Talk, this is John. We saw his echo back there. Hello, Ayuk, and welcome. What was that noise we heard? What? You made it out okay? I'm John, by the way. Dinah and I take care of the lighthouse here on the island. We try to make sure that nothing weird happens in the land of gods. Not an easy job considering the strange old ruins and wonders here. I haven't much time to visit them since Erin was born. I don't mind. I think she longs for adventure. It makes her father proud. If you have the time, I would recommend you go to Windsong Falls. When the world was whole, a water spirit combed her hair at the stream there. Beautiful hair at that. The wind sang and to make her hair flow down until it mixed with the clouds. Thus the rainbow was born. That's gay. Not that I've ever seen one there myself. But that's a nice story. Anyway, you can find the place just north of here. Continue beyond the clouds. Right beyond the clouds. This is Erin. No, only bird shifters can, and I'll get into that in a bit. Ayuk, that's your name, right? Right? What happened? Did you see any ghosts? Or animal spirits? Treasures? Secrets? I want to explore too. It's so unfair that I'm stuck on this island. Sometimes I go on adventures with my parents, but it's still adventures. We once went to a super awesome place. It's up north. It's kind of snowy. With this huge statue. It's kind of broken. Still, cool. But so cool. And my name is Erin, so you know. You will see. Someday I'll leave this island too. It'll be a great adventure like you. I'll have a great adventure like you and find out things that no one ever known. And I'll visit more statues and ruins too. I wish I was a bird shifter too, so I could fly to where I wanted. Wah! So Ayuk is a bird shifter, and they are not. Sheep! This is the lighthouse they were mentioning. There's a cave there with some stuff that I can't read, so we'll come back there next time when Medlin is here. Peepees! The moms run away, but the babies like me. The dads don't care. We want to go over there. I mentioned animal spirits. Certain people have pacts with them, which allow them to shift into different animal forms. It's not really clear how people in current day do that, but it seems to be a lineage thing from before. I heard the elders speak of the lands breaking apart. Apparently it's been happening everywhere. Stop saying such things. You're scaring me. See, these echoes are... There's no distinct time when they happen. We had one as recent as right before Aaron was born, before the camp, and we had one that was as the Great Divide was starting. This is our main play of puzzles. We find stuff like this on the ground and we activate them. And it does cool stuff. Various of cool stuff. There's no combat in this game. It is all just navigational puzzles, really. The way I would describe it. And flying around. It's really nice. It's peaceful, it's short, it's good. You combine the sun and moon, you get something that is an arrow of 3 lines being pointed at it. Very well. Thank you. The vault. We've accessed the vault. Need to have the light on to do that. I think I was good at the flying in Spyro. Kinda. I got used to this. It's like... The challenge is distinctly knowing when to land, how to land when you're going really fast, especially. It's good flying mechanics, though. We have absorbed the symbol. Cool. We were told to go 2 places. Windsong Falls, that's this place, and Eventide Sanctuary. I think based on wanting to talk to Dinah first, you would probably explore there first, but you'll find you would need this to get in there. This is the key. Oh, and this is a fox. This is a Keeley. Hello, little wanderer. You took your time. Were you perhaps led astray? Or just followed by a slow one? I think his name was Medvin. Slow as few shifters I've met, but sharp, intelligent. Do you know what it is you found? You hold both light and key to lead you into twilight. Both dawn and dusk. Dusk and dawn, I believe. Southwest of here, there is a temple. A silhouette of the sun. You will find more answers. Go now, bird faster than Medlin. Secrets await you in the deep. Seek counsel from the ones who slumber. Healy's very good. They will visit us after every key, and we can also visit them. But that's the remaining fox animal spirit. We'll meet 3 of them. Ooh. Holy. Who's this? Up there. We will lay her to rest in that tower. The thing you'll notice is there are no distinct features to these echoes. Oh. Bird thing. I like to visit these, but I don't think it's necessary. It just sort of happens. You go to the one that you're closest to. I should play Outer Wilds. You know, people say, don't look up anything about Outer Wilds. Just play it. Just go into it. And it wasn't until I knew anything about it that I had any interest in actually checking it out. It's an open space puzzle game. Okay. With a mystery. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm into Hey, have a look at this. I've never seen so much water. That's Eventide Sanctuary over there, but before we go there... over here. Get a little hints to some lore. And banjos. The Outer Wild West. West. Look. Camera. That was weird. What are these? I don't think they have any power left. Our brother stayed to guard the lighthouse, and I volunteered to join him on his duty. I shall guard the land and its animals, even if I do not understand why the priestess wants us to stand guard. There are gods truly asleep in this... Are the gods truly asleep in this land, and we are to guard them? But why then are they asleep? Can gods even sleep? I think this is just another story for children. Gods are long gone from our world, and their lands now belong to spirits and the animals. But names stay longer than the memory of a face. True. These more echoes? Nope, it's sheep. One's an echo. Like an old campsite over there. I wonder if there's something interesting left behind. He was over here, but it would seem the lands have drifted slightly. Fascinating. I am Yohal of the Southern Isles. This is my third and final record of my travels of the Land of Gods. I happened upon the fox just as I was about to leave for home. He sat in the middle of the road and seemed to laugh silently, as if to some hidden joke. I spoke in anger. My people are dying. Why is this happening? He seemed sad. His smile seemed sad. The darkness within calls to the darkness without. Heal your people to be healed. This is not your path, Yohal. I did not know what to say and stared after him as he left. Later I realized he was right. It was not my path, but one for my whole people. As I passed the Twilight Lake, I met with Kara for the first time. She showed me the Eventide Sanctuary and asked me to gather everyone I know. This is the refuge we had hoped for. I will journey home again, and I will guide my people here. I will see my only child Rhea again, and I will bring her hope. It's satisfying when you get like a good launch. Where are the people? And this is the spot I believe they referred to as where on the pilgrimage you go to pray and pay respects. Because we have the lamp and the key, we have unsealed the temple. Why'd I put that away? Wild. Ah, steps down. Steps are for losers. The way that this is timed in speedrun is load removal time because of this. Like, I don't understand why it does this. It's different for every console, every platform. You made it. You will be safe here. Look at everybody. Climbing? Looks like the destruction was like this when they arrived. The Twilight Guardians opened her eyes at the light of the sun and moon, shining together. She sat down and calmly took both her sky hands, bringing balance to light and shadow. With her right hand, she released the sun to let people back from the dream. With her left hand, she flings the moon into the night sky, so that the people may dream at all. She is the heartbeat of the seasons and the center of the world, the breath of life and order. Into it. There are a lot of holes where light are coming in, and given where we came in, I do not know where those are. It's just something I've noticed, like the size of the dungeon itself and the structure is a little different. My father will find us here if we keep meeting here. We can't keep meeting? Yeah. That's a little secret one you're supposed to find, like doing some platforming over there, but that's the quick way to get it, because it's more context when you see what everyone's up to over here, just enjoying their life and camping out the best they can, dancing and singing. There's even an echo of a guitar. Guitar? Banjo? A lute? Probably a lute. Man has paws that cannot run, but chases longingly the sun. Man has wings that cannot fly, but he always seeks the sky. Man has eyes that cannot see, but watches eternity. Man is lost unknowing in danger, to his own mind always a stranger. Wow. Normally, when playing for the first time, you would probably head towards the dais up that way. Again, I am a speedrunner. I know where to go. It's probably going to display itself most prominently in these dungeons, which is entirely movement tech. Such as ignoring that door over there, because we don't need it. There's one situation where we'll need it, and if I do that, I'll be incredibly embarrassed. It's if I fall off the broken bridges up here. So you know, until you know how to jump, maybe that's a good idea to get that. There are the campsites we were just at down there. Big statue. Big mushrooms. Big teachings. When the world was still new and the Creator had drawn to the land, the spirit animals gathered to talk. A fox said, "There are new animals around. They walk on 2 feet." A crane said, "A new bird?" The fox shook its head and said, "They have no wings." A monkey said, "I've seen them too. They are without fur and they cannot climb well." An owl said, "They fear the night and drive it away with fire." And an otter said, "They build nests on the land, but they are not one with it." A deer said, "They are loud and do not know how to walk the woods." And a bear said, "They are like cubs who do not know the way home." The fox cocked his head and said, "Yes, that's why we must help them." "Help them?" The other animals looked stunned. "Yes," the fox said. "Their minds see eternity, and they are lost and afraid. They need something to hold on to, or they will harm themselves. The land and us," the fox said. "What do you propose?" asked the hare. "I propose a pact," said the fox. "If one of them can talk to us, we offer him a bond with the land." The fox continues, "If he accepts, he can take the shape of one of us, and the one he made a pact with. And he will be one with the land, and still see beyond the veil. And he can guard his people, and so we will be at peace," said the fox. The other animals saw this wisdom, and agreed to it. And so the humans can become one with the world, and the chosen ones were called Whisperers. And that's what shifters are. Eesh. Fish didn't jump out. I saw it. I saw its fin. I can hear some frogs. Light! Come on. Here's our froggy. Good frog. There's a fish. I love the little animals all over this. It adds a little bit of life to the otherwise emptiness. Though there are, on the overworld, some animals that were impaled by some of the black rocks that have been shooting up from that entity. I don't think we'll directly see any of those, but it also adds to the direness of the situation. You'll probably see them in passing if you look hard enough. Big these mushrooms are. They're glow shrooms too, come on. Something almost meditative about playing this game to me. Going through the motions of the areas. Ah, there's two little echoes down there. We're not going to go down there. That's going to be probably the only dialogue in the entire game we're not going to directly see. But they are, it is one person saying, "I swear I saw a rat. I really need some meat." So there are two people down there trying to find a rat. That's how things were going in this place. Bridge. The abridged path. Birds. I am Kara of the Thunder Islands. I had a strange dream that I will record here so the others may perhaps understand its meaning as I did. I had come to study the holy carvings in the lighthouse, in the land of gods, trying to understand our heritage. As I reach out to touch some of the runes, I suddenly felt as if warm hands passed over my eyes, and I fell asleep on a sacred stone. In my dream, it seemed to me that the stone beneath me glows from within, forming a staircase into the starry sky. Far away on these steps, a golden light drew close. Stars flew from the sky and became someone who had the shape of music and was gentle and sad. I've never read that part out loud. That was actually hard. The gods spoke to me not in words, but in memories and feelings. He warned me of a terrible greed from beyond the void. Beyond, a void in the hearts of men. As he showed it to me, I felt it stir and come between us, darkening the golden steps like a storm cloud, cold as eternity. Terrified, I cried out at the pool of the darkness of this dark void, and I woke. I could not speak for 3 days, and I set out to the ancient temples immediately. If what I had seen is true, the gods are alive, and they need our help, as we need theirs. So that's the entity we saw in Kara's shrine. That was the void. Also, as I said, you probably go up to that dais immediately your first playthrough, and it'd be very clear that there's a puzzle over here, and you'd have to find the other path I took initially. You don't need to get that one yet, don't worry. I think out of the 3 temples, this one is the one I like most aesthetically. It also has my favorite god, the Keeper of Twilight, that was mentioned. Uh-oh. Someone fell down there. That's rough. I think one of the more fascinating things about the design here is that these islands in the sky that are left over from the world shattering, there are no, like, visible depths because there's so few land left that the sunlight goes down. But when you look on the more micro scale in these parts, you'll find, such as that bridge we went over at the very beginning, stuff is just floating. That pillar over there is just floating. So, like, gravity's really selective. There'll be mention of a skyboat when I go back to the lighthouse town. The lighthouse settlement, I'll say, because it's not really a town, it's just one family. That boat, it doesn't have any, like, flotation device on it. Or, like, sail, even. Look at this. My favorite. Come here, little bird. A very long time ago, your people addressed me as the Twilight Guardian, sitting on the border of dusk and dawn, ensuring safe travel on the path of the land of dreams and back again. Even after the Great Divide, I was there, watching as your priestess Kara led her people to safe shore in my temple. A long time have I waited for this moment to come. I have grown weak, but for the power I was lent, tethering me to your world. Listen carefully, Loeb. Once again, the Void has awakened with great hunger. This time to devour all that is left of our world. But there is still a chance to stop him. The priestess Kara hid 3 fragments of great power, one in each temple. You have to make the 3 fragments one again. I will give you the part I was given for safekeeping. Without it, I will fade into oblivion. It has been my link to this world since the time the gods were lost in the minds of men. But we cannot wait. Please accept my fragment, and finish what was started so long ago. Three pieces of a greater power? This is the coolest death, if you would call it a death. It's not really a death, it is simply they're leaving this world. But self-crushed and then the pieces crumble. It's so good. The Void again. Send. Oh, I forgot to look backwards. The entirety of the entirety of the temple is covered in black rocks, and we can't return. From that way? Or from this way? Yeah. It was a very good aesthetic here. Forgotten Key is not a studio anymore. But I don't know if they still have, like, stuff in access. This looks like a desert. Ah, the river has fallen. What of the spirit fish? Is she safe? I don't know, man. Spirit fish. That was too much of a drive-by. Let me give it a good look. Spirit fish. We'll see that symbol again. The self-proclaimed god reached too far. I hope he stretches himself too thin. Who's that now? Rains. The 3 fragments of an ancient power, flying freely through the sky, puzzles, It's not far now. The refuge is just over there. But watch your step. The land has started to fall apart even here. I've affectionately called this not Skyward Sword, which is not to say I don't love Skyward Sword. I do. But it isn't. Let's go in here. What? The fastest way to land sometimes is to just crash into a wall. I didn't mean to do that. I just reacted too late to enter this cave. Load and Odin. Or we're only gonna go in this cave twice because it takes a weird long time to load here. Here's Medvin. I can't read this. It's written in a language I don't know. And much of it is broken and almost unreadable anyway. Maybe Medvin knows how to decipher it. Welcome back, Ayuk. Come, look at this. I think I know what you found. The keys to the caretakers. They're described as glowing symbols. So it warped into the lantern, you say? Spectacular. It pains me that I can't go with you. On my back would pain me more. What? You actually used the key? It makes sense that they would open the temples, I suppose. To think that my apprentice would converse with the caretakers in person. We all believe the gods were either in eternal slumber or perished. Prayers have always been to the spirits of the sky and the land, and to our ancestors. I have a bad feeling, child, but if one of was still slumbering, you should search for the other caretakers. Questions need answers before it's too late. Seems big changes are coming to our world, and I see you as my own daughter, Ayuk. Careful out there. Promise me as much. Oh wait. Found passage about eternal skies, rooms and temples where the caretakers speak with the ancients. Look for these rooms, Ayuk. That's what I found. The Wiggles. So there's different dialogue with these characters each time you come here. If you don't do Eventide Sanctuary first, they will keep telling you to do Eventide Sanctuary. What? Welcome back, Ayuk. I hope your travels are easy on you. Erin is over here, her head and ears with joy, and a real bird shifter came to visit. To the point where I'm worried she will run off somewhere on one of her expeditions. Once in the north, when we stopped for a short rest by the hot springs, she was gone in a heartbeat. We looked all over. The storm at the Howling Peaks was less intense back then, but it was still very cold. We found a cave nearby, and went on in to see if she had gone in there. She had a certain affinity for hidden places. As it turns out, the spirit bearer of the north had just recently moved in there. Aaron sat on his back, talking about everything between the sun and moon. Should I be proud or worried? Well, I always ran away at her age. So who am I to judge? Ah, I'm getting all nostalgic here. Pilgrimage, let's see. So, the next step is usually the archives. The temple to the east. The ancients built monuments and cities there. More so than the west and the north. John has been there frequently, I know. Said that the signs of the Great Divide were early spotted in the east. Much of the ruins have been reclaimed by the land, but just continue to the eastern steppe, and it shouldn't be too hard to find.
Yo.
Hello, Ayuk. You're looking for Medvin. He's in the cave here in the village, probably studying some tablets. But what about a story? Maybe about how I met Dinah? No? One day I followed a honey-colored doe across an island in the east. The most beautiful doe I'd ever seen. Suddenly, I came up to a birch shrine. There she was, standing next to it. She smiled at me, and my heart was hers. Dinah, not the doe, dummy. Is there a difference? It was the first time I visited the land of the gods. I was chosen to take care of its lands, while she was to inherit the duties of Kara's shrine. Pity that the shrine caved in. From what Dinah said, it might not be possible to rebuild it. I'll try at least. Anyhow, where are you off to now? Maybe the east is next in line for a visit? A bit wilder than the western islands. There are many ruins from the time of the ancients there. I think the most impressive place is Lithla's Grove, home of Lithla the deer spirit, the lands of gods. The grove grows a most remarkable giant tree, just like a storm cloud. That one. Lithla hasn't been seen in ages, but it's said that he saved the tree from the Great Divide. The ancients built some kind of altar near the tree. So far, I haven't found out what it does. It might be worth taking a look. I've never talked to him at this point before. Okay, so Dinah's definitely a deer shifter. Aaron, let me talk to you. All those clouds, I wish were one of them. I wish I were one of them, sailing off away, riding on the winds. I would go to the end of the world, to the north, to the east, and the west, and find all the secrets of the ancients. There is even a city in the east. Did you know that? The ruins of On. If I could, I would explore it all day. Climbing a tower, hide in a ruin, sneak up on Mom and Dad. No, I definitely go alone. Wait. What does John say next? Usually they just repeat where to go next. I don't know.
Hey.
Yeah, okay.
Yo.
No, let me jump. What? Here's the skyboat. Oh, wait, there's a little bit of a sail. I guess that's for steering. But there's nothing like keeping it afloat, you know what I mean? Oh, please. Place here. Ah, a gate. Go back, Yohal. This is not your path. Aha. We have context for that. Oh, I saw something unusual. Deer statue. There you are. Great spirits of the wood, hear our prayers. Guide us to safety, she who has been entrusted in your ways, in the ways of old. This is where you really start getting into the flying around, speed of sound. Especially when you're doing a speed run. Or trying. We'll swing back to that in a bit. Here. Oh. Oh. That's something. This is our puzzle. We'll get through here. Hello. I love that. There's these weird rock machines that I believe were built by the king god that was mentioned. They don't have, I think, like, what the signature signifies as a soul, but they still have an echo. What was that? Like a crack of thunder, louder than I've ever heard. Seemed to come from Ohm, right? Guess Ohm's right there. We're at the point where there's gonna be so much stopping. Fox! Hello. That's... I've heard that noise before, and I did not connect that it was the fox. Violence. No, why are you doing this? The old gods are dead. This power belongs to God King Koruku now. Okay, man, if you insist. Screaming dogs. Others, which we loved, lost and longed for. City of cities, bright and dead. The white swan of marble, raising her long neck elegantly into the purple sky. Her eyes a thousand souls, swimming the like of never-ending afternoon, in the heart of spring. Her song a million hearts, praising the beauty of life undiminished and brief. A petal on the windfall. The white swan of marble, folding her luminous wings silently in the ashen dusk, never to be seen again. Really hitting me how dry my mouth keeps getting. Just how much actual text this is to be reading. might need more water. Birds. I am departing these lands. The priestess is safe. There's nothing more we can do. So, old friend, why do you linger? The crane, the spirit crane, and the spirit deer. Deer it. Edged a tree. The thing about balancing where you land and, like, if you should do a little more flight, because flight is always faster, is how long it takes you to pull out your lantern. You always need that lantern out. You would think that, like, the outside takes less time to load, or more time to load, than these inside parts. It's very interesting. The Heartwood. Or should I say the Heartwood? With no E. Is that you, Kara? No, that can't be right. Who are you? I need to get out. Out. I am weak. It's the rock. It's not of this world. The rift. Further down, in the cavern. Close it. Ah. The rift. I see. That's not natural. When you just come in here, this part is really big about, timing a cycle. Make it, can I make it, can I make it? Should I make it? I can't make it. That would not work. Luckily that was the better one to have missed. Like, there is a really good cycle you can make, but it's never going to be perfect. At least on that initial attempt, because I think you have to wait longer for the last one if you get the fast one. Yeah, see, we just passed the last one I need to go to, so we have to wait all that way because we made that cycle. But you're waiting regardless. Oop. Risky jumps. They look riskier than they are, though. I don't understand these rifts. There is another one. They seem to be related to the Void. But it's not really built on. Aside from just the existence of the other place. Always be lamping. You did it. I feel much better already. Thank you. I was beginning to fear a fate where I would fade away. Heroku's men took hold of my home. They wanted the magic of this place. I fought for so long. I'm just one, and they were many. At least I kept the most important secret. And it's the one you're looking for too, isn't it? Have what you need. Here, take the key. It was my task to protect it, and so I have. Thanks again, young one. I leave the rest to you, now. This is an autumn form sawsbuck. But it lost its leaves. It's almost winter form. Just say, thanks again, young one. Yeah. Keely and Lifla are the only two of the animal spirits that actually have names. The crane is mentioned. The fish is mentioned. We saw an echo of the crane. We see a statue of the crane. We don't see a statue of the fish. We meet the bear. The bear does not have a name. Ah, my friend. What leads a bird to the east? And to visit Lifla on top of that. Oh, so she held the key all this time. Use it where it belongs. Further east and a dash north. Come to my home. Close to my home to be true. But answer me this. How many temples lead downward? How come temples lead downward? When people look up to the sky for answers. It has eluded me for centuries. But that's fine. Humans are special creatures to say the least. This might take the full 3 hours, now I think about it. With the amount that we are going to be stopping and starting. Hard to say. probably could have stopped it afterwards. But they were on the circle. Rain. I don't remember this place being here. Are the lands drifting in the wind? We need to hurry if we want to reach someplace safe. Family. Ah, something did not go well here. There's nothing more we can do. This machine is an accident waiting to happen. We got too greedy. Yeah, I'll say, it's not even there anymore. What are you saying? Oh. It would seem whatever the machine they were talking about exploded with several people in the vicinity. The clans of the south are proud people. Even now, before the threat of the so-called God King Koroku, they will not bow. Before this, cities of Urza and On were built. Many of their shifters chose the deer as the spirit animal, the protector. But slowly, their spirits succumbed to the sadness, and they blamed the gods for the darkness of the world. The darkness invited into their hearts spread further. If this is true, then so is the opposite, existence of light. And there is hope. I am Kashar of the Eastern Islands, the first shifter in 10 generations. My animal spirit chose me, and I will fight. Okay. I thought that sentence continued. I will travel north to the monastery, join the other priests. I am deliberately calling them animal spirits, as to not, appropriate. Because this is done by a Swedish studio. They have no business calling them that. Oh! Beautiful. Things are not well here. The God King demands changes. By royal decree of God King Koroku, King of Kings and God of Gods, all must bow to him and only God. His and his alone are the lands of the East, and the lands of gods. Bend the knee and be spared. Resist and see the last of your days. Such is the will of God King Koroku, now and forever, written in the 10th year of the Heron, in his great city of On. That sucks. I don't believe there's... Oh, that one doesn't have a spirit. It might be... Oh, there it is. Never mind. They get hard to see when you're close to them. Standing to protect. Deer! Deer will run away from you as well. Everything runs away. This entire city is just like a big massacre of ruins. There's only like a couple things of dialogue. There's also a temple with stuff to read. And I'm pretty sure... Mayor, open the door! Are you just going to let these soldiers overrun your city? Stop cowering and come out. That... This is one of the inciting incidents of the Great Divide, because as we've been hinted at so far, these guys have collision for some reason. Is the only echoes that have collision. The strife between humans is what caused it to erupt. Togorian of the South Islands, from his son Tazo. Father, it is with sorrow that I must tell you the loss of the Snow Crane Library. The palace guarded of the city of Own came in the night. Palace guard of the city of Own came in the night, carrying weapons and shouting in the name of their king Kuroku. Big scrolls. They destroyed and burned houses and scrolls alike. Would have burned us too, had we not been able to escape. We watched from a safe distance, keeping close the few precious scrolls we had saved. We will journey to the monastery in the northwest, place the scrolls in its safety. I trust that it's too far away for Kuroku's wrath, and too poor to excite his greed. Spirit Crane will lead us until the snow line, and then return home south with my letter to you. I hope he finds you well. Big slash. The fun thing about these big machineries that we see people fall into is that if they weren't there, we, like the ones over by Lithless Grove, we would see echoes of them. Fox. Me too. That is the island that I came from. Okay, we're going the wrong way. Oops. Nope. Promise I'm better at flying than this usually. Sir, our scouts report that several deposits of air have been found under the temple grounds north of here. Why did that happen? Is this the one? No. Guard tower has fallen. Helps me search for survivors. Bears. Bears do not fear me for some reason. They're also very large. Here? Pretty sure somewhere along these islands there is a mechanical beast. Echo, but we'll probably find it. Birds! This is the archives, but... Ooh. Way overshot that. Ah. Artist told me that the mountains up north were falling apart. I didn't believe such rumors, Davis. We have... I guess that's Own. And that's the Spirit Archives we're at now. Flip Mountain's up there. That's probably Uzuha, and there's Lithless Grove. Mood. Big mood. Oh, here it is. Oh, too far. They found us. Quick, Mira, run. Here we are. And that has an echo. Whee. Home of thousands, we built this shrine to stand beacon as home to the birds of these lands, much as birds did for us in the ancient days. They have been our friends since forever. They've scoured the lands and settled in places of soil which could sustain us. When we still were their tribes, when we still were the tribes in the wilds, we traveled with the birds as they moved. We trusted them to mark the moment of change. They taught us to be nomads and shaped us to be what we became. Jumpy, to show off the giant bird. The big one. It's not a save point like that one over there is. That was pretty good. Having to do that in Chicory was probably the more issue with the canvases. Arise, tower. Tower, arise. Normally I just fly right in there. There's also these guys here. Let go of me. These are holy grounds, not just another power source for the taking. Did we got those scouts? I didn't make note of them, but we found them. I read what they said, right? That they found a pocket of air deposits here. The scout was highlighting that to the captain. I definitely highlighted them. I do not remember reading. But that's like one of 2 mentions of air. How's the Western Monument coming along? We can see that the God King had taken over this place, indeed. There's a statue. I once fell through these steps. I haven't been able to recreate it. I've usually avoided recreating it because that would count as a helpful glitch. Ooh. Normally I would also just jump right down there to that very bottom. But we're gonna go over here. The dreams of the people are calm again. I hope this whole ordeal with the king is nothing more than an old man's worrying about nothing. You say, but we have seen otherwise. Oop. This is one of my favorite temples in terms of gameplay and navigation. There's just a really nice flow that I found for it, including jumping down like that and aiming it properly. It is a little different when you have to read some stuff, though. The elevator isn't working again. Who keeps turning on the main switch? We found fortune. There are multiple pockets of air below. Loads more than we had anticipated. It's never really expanded on. Again, like, the game is named after it, and clearly there was a whole thing about that being our source to hoard. But it's not exactly a focus of anything that happened, so much as, like, a background factor of probably the reason that I mean, like, it's probably a primary factor for why the Great Divide even happened. I just kind of want to know what it is, you know? Jump! Jump! And go up a highway. It's fine. Good crayon flavor. The only thing that comes to mind when you say that is mac and cheese. I can't even think of other crayons named after foods. But mac and cheese, my beloved. A glaze? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about, I think. The king's men are soon here. We need to hurry. I hope the scrolls will be safe in here. Is the donut crayon, okay. The donut is crayon inspired? crayon shaped. Okay. Blueberry? When the creator made the humans, the Keeper of Dreams came forward and stood guard. He saw the link between Great Dreamer and eternity. Sometimes fear and nightmares were born into the world and were snatched up by human thoughts. They turned into horrible realities. So he prepared a powerful song of time and peace. Stories that led nightmares astray, and he trapped them in eternal scrolls and stored them away. Horrible stories never become true, stored and forgotten in these halls of sleep. Neat. And we come out here, and we can go right over here. I think, like, you could go to the bottom one first. You would probably intuitively go to this one first, though. Because it doesn't actually show you the bottom one is there. You can actually just go and do that from the start. Blueberry cheesecake would be good. I'm pretty sure blueberry is a flavor of crayon. Oh, by the way, here's the entrance. That's where we came in. If we looked over here, we could have seen this place. Is this the last one? Yes. The other dreams are locked up in storage. All dreamed up. Finally, a puzzle. Gotta be fast. Ooh, that was a good jump. Normally I would fall right down there. That platform. We have to read this. Feast in honor of the only god Koroku, forever in his reign, King of Kings, and soon the ruler of the known world. Who's this man who thinks he can just do this, and not result in a cataclysm of the entire planet? Do we remove these old scrolls before we set up the drill? If you don't go on top of that pipe, you can't reach up here. That's one of the things that really shows when you're playing your first time. It's like, you're just wandering. You're probably going to have to do a lot more backtracking than I'm doing. I have lived this. That will be extremely apparent in the monastery when we get there. Ooh, very nice. I didn't need to land there. I got confused because the landing was so good. I mean, I didn't need to pull out my lantern there, primarily. One of the optimal landings, actually, though. And I always save this one for last because it's right here by the door, so it'd probably be sensible to do this. Much less back and forth. Open the gate. This is the most mechanical caretaker room. Very interesting. And this caretaker is also very inspired by human construction. Also kind of silly looking. It is just like a chunk of a banner with a huge scroll on the back. So the time has come, finally. And this marks the time for the Keeper of Dreams to wake from his daydream and to resign. How could I protect your people from the nightmare that lurks within their dreams as you cease to believe in me? I doubt you will be able to overcome the shadow that lurks in your world. Little human, there's a shadow in every human as well. A shadow called emptiness, that can't be filled with power nor possessions. Shallow minds led a way for the void to come to our existence, eating everything away. The Creator had to sacrifice himself to lock away the ravenous void, and the lands of the skies were shattered in the Great Divide. Heed my words, little human. Will you be the one to find the last fragment before the void does? For myself, I claim the deep sleep, and leave concerns to you. I am free. Yuzu crayon? Yuzu cheesecake. I'm not familiar enough with eating yuzu. No. There's probably not a flavor that I am more familiar with only in concept than I am in actual consumption. Okay. Bigu. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's a blocked off everything. My most traditional cheesecake flavors are definitely strawberry and blueberry. Did make apple compote for it once. Peanut butter is also really good for that. I think I just need to try more cheesecake flavor. Pack your things, sister. The rumors are true. We're leaving for the west. The priestess will give us shelter. The rumors were true. Here is Achilles' statue. I missed the spirits. I walked right past them. This is the protector that my father and his father before him asked of guidance. This was before the God King protected us. Ooh. Here. There's Split Mountain. Some spirits over on there, but let's do this first. Oh. I am Ura, and guardian of the land of gods. I made this record so that my children and children's children may remember. On the day of the Great Divide, when our world shattered, I was still a child. I remember sitting in the white stairs of the southern city of Ruzha. We had planned a journey to the west, but since the God King had waged war on our city, our lands were not safe anymore, and we stayed inside the city walls. God King Kuroku the God King Kuroku he was called, had built horrible weapons, flying machines and raining fire, but we always thought of them far away, or even empty rumors. When the bells started ringing, fire and tears mixed in a horrible rain over us. We wept and screamed to the gods to end this, but we were answered by silence. Then the ground trembled, great cracks appeared, and split the white stone walls of Urza, and people fell into the black depths of the earth. I saw my loved ones disappear into the heaving earth, and when the steps beneath me broke, I fell too. My animal spirit spoke to me, and I remembered, and spread my wings. I do not know how, but I flew for a long time over the broken lands and stormy clouds. I arrived at the outskirts of the lands of gods, half dead, and fell unconscious on its grass. When I woke there, a priestess sat beside me, tending my wounds. She said that Urzha was no more, and that the world had shattered. The god had sacrificed himself to seal away the void from our hearts. The world was broken in the process. Many had died, but so had the God King, and his city of Own was no more. Our shattered world was now at peace. I wept, and still, after many years, I weep of the memory of this day, and the terrible cost of this peace. Who's that over here? Lightly snowy king. Let's hide in this cave. Those are your friends fighting out there, you coward. Let's see their friends. Oop. Oh, that's a lot of friends. Look at that. Surrender, you dogs of Own. Nice. The lands are breaking apart. Run away! The troops of Rishar are coming. Oh. Whoop! Missed. Missed again. Missed a third time. What is wrong with me? Fourth! I'm just trying to get on a small sliver of land. What's so much to ask for? Ah, it's Achilles. This is where I will meet you, child, inside the Broken Mountain. You left me this message here, across from your house. Is there anything over here? Yes. We are lost in different worlds. I without you and you without anyone. In my mind, we reach out to each other and hold hands in the cold. But as the statues are chained to the walls, so are our souls to life and death. Sarita, I don't know where you are, but your memory will forever roam the halls of my heart. Ah, Achilles' Den. Here it is. As prompted. Up there, you say? Very well. Funny thing about this little bit of platforming you have to do to get all the way up here to Achilles is the first time I came here it was broken. Specifically this platform up here. This one. I could not jump on this. It didn't work. I got pushed off. It was very strange. Hello again, my wandering friend. How kind of you to visit an old fox's den. Quite empty, don't you think? No, not the den. The land of gods. Not as many animals anymore, nor as many spirits. Lithla is still in her cave, it seems. And the old spirit barrel moved to a cave in the north. There were more once, see? A fish and a crane. Spirit fish lived in the river. Pools around the Twilight Lake. His last gift to us is the flowing water that never stops. Without it, we would not have lasted long. We would have been lost a long time ago. And the Spirit Crane, she helped guide the last priests and priestesses north during the Great Divide. She was hunted down by Kuroku's men, as they mistook her for a swan. Fools. As they declined, so we declining. So are we declining. All we can do now is ask questions. And I have two for you. Why the Great Divide? And why you? Wander in search for the answers, little one. Thank you for the company. It was such a long time ago, but finish your quest now, or else there won't be another time. They're all so welcoming to their dens. Get that load screen out of here. That's where they were. We visited there. We're gonna go back to the place now. We're not gonna skip the next bit. Actually, perhaps the most important one. But here's the Creator's Shrine. This is where the void is sealed. We'll come back here later. You'll notice it is shaped like the lighthouse. And on top of that, it is where on that stone map the city of Ruzha was. Wiggle your wings! Convenient little place of lore over here. I don't need the lantern. My name is Aram. I was there on the day of the Great Divide. My youngest child was ill, and I asked the animal spirits for help. When I prayed by the shrine of the Iloqui, okay, a terrible brightness pierced the air, and the land trembled and screamed. In terror, I took flight and watched with the eagle eyes, as the land broke into pieces, which crumbled and turned to dust. I think Iloqui was the hawk, or if all birds are the same, that's the crane. I never put that together before. If all birds are under the one, it's the crane. If there is also a hawk or an owl. Only one place seemed calm. I flew there and perched on it. Horror struck. It was the lighthouse. The lighthouse was surrounded by the golden shimmer that warmed and soothed me. I saw a priestess pass by me, weeping. The priestess Kara. She held a lantern key, such as they make in the city of Ruzha. But the lantern was dead, and shimmering came from Kara herself, dwindling as I watched. She descended from the lighthouse, and I saw many animal spirits had gathered around the tower, watching. When Kara came to them, they bowed their head as they left, as if at an unspoken signal. Kara then looked at me and said, "You are Aram? I know you, and we need to talk." I found my voice and asked, "What happened to the world, Kara?" He was silent for a moment and said, "A great danger has gone, but also a great light. It's time we gathered all who are lost, so that we may find a way for our people to live in peace with the world again." Ever since then, I have been flying from one broken island to another, to tell the lost people that there is a new home, to lead them here, where we, in time, may heal again, where my youngest can regain her strength. In the beginning, there was the dreamer, asleep in cold eternity. She dreamed all there is. She dreamed of a veil, and behind the veil, she dreamed the Creator, and the world modeled from a memory of home. The Creator danced into the world, and there was breath, and he breathed the clouds and sang the sun and moon into being. He danced between the clouds and took 4 steps, till he made the lands of the north, west, south, and east. Then he formed the mountains and filled the seas with water from the clouds. And from the earth and water he made animals so that the land and sea would be alive. From stardust and eternity he made gods walk the land and look after the world. We'll actually find this exact same text again in the monastery. I won't read it when we find it. But more importantly, crabs. We found the crab rave. Beautiful. To the clouds! Oh god. Yeet! Into a rock? Okay. Ah. Hawk. Talk to her.
Hey.
Please. We've been taking care of the land of gods for many years now, me and John, and my parents before us. But I haven't reflected on the rituals of the pilgrimage very much. Why is it that only bird shifters go through the pilgrimage? There are other shifters who are chosen by other animal spirits. There are, of course, the stories that tell of Kara. She was a bird shifter too, but it feels like it's more than that. As with Kara's light, I feel that you were given it to shed light on something important. But you still have part of the pilgrimage left, don't you? Let's see. There's only one temple left now, and it is located beyond the storm of the Howling Peaks. all the way to the north of the roof of the world. And in the north, it's an old monastery where people live, serving to learn in solitude. The sigil is located close to the small bell tower, rather than the temple itself. Take care of when flying through the storm. Sometimes it's difficult to find a way, and it's raging stronger now than just a few years ago. John? Have you seen Erin? I turned my back for a second, and now I can't find her anywhere. Oh, this is my fault. I know she's as adventurous as her old man, but it's not the same. It's just different when it's your kid, you know? Will you please help me find her? I'll search around the camp and see if the skyboat is still here. God forbid she took the skyboat. Can you search the outskirts of the island and see if you can find her? Yes, I will. I'll start with the well. He's not in the well. I actually went into the well just now for a reason. The 100% category of the speedrun of this is all achievements. And that's one of the achievements, is jumping into the well. That's the only way it's actually gauged, because beyond all of the things that we have been finding, it is just dialogue. What's the update, Mevin? I have some information, but it raises even more questions, I'm afraid. Before the caretakers, there was another entity. The creator, whose shrine I bet you found already? Since the world itself is his temple, he has no temple of his own. But there is a shrine, larger than any temple. Strange, isn't it? I found an old text from the time of the Great Divide. The lighthouse shone a brilliant beam, and a monolith tall as 10 of the tallest towers of Urza appeared in front of my eyes. In one instant, the peaceful refuge of the land of gods became, instead, sky, chaos, and piercing light, in the middle of the monolith. I knew then that it was the Creator's shrine I gazed upon, for nothing else it could be. From it, cracks spread, and the sound of 1,000 thunders drenched my mind. Of course, the Great Divide is a tale of Kara and the beginning of the people of the sky, and nothing more. Now I think otherwise. Kara visited the caretakers, as you have done. It's said that she was given a great power when praying at the lighthouse. I believe this creature you see in your dreams is looking for this power, and for some reason it seemed to be following you. I beg you, visit the last caretaker, and see if you can find out even more. I will continue my search here. We'll see inside her head. This, combined with all the other stuff we've heard so far, makes me wonder the exact process of the Great Divide, because it seemed like there was already crumbling of the Earth, but that was like a central point of it that definitely destroyed Urza. Found her. Blah, 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 blah. And the void was definitely coming from the strife between men. Hi, Ook. Have you seen this? I found this rock on my expedition, all by myself. I'm convinced it is some kind of great evil, mastermind's mineral minion. Ooh, try saying that 5 times fast. I've kept it under close watch. Haven't done anything yet, except standing there. Hasn't done anything yet, except standing there. But I heard Medvin say that black rocks destroyed Kara's shrine. I bet that it has something to do with the split mountain up to the northeast as well. Do you know the spirit fox lives there? We went there once, me and my dad. I had to wait outside, but I found a large ruin, so I had an expedition there too. See, I'm an awesome adventurer, and now that you should take me with you. Maybe I should ask my mom and dad first. If they say yes, then it's a promise. Promise? You did kind of promise, you know, so it's a deal now. I better get back to mom and dad soon. Okay, I'll tell, old Jonathan that, free.
Hey,
You found Erin? Thank the gods. Well, I guess it's safe as long as she stays on the island. She won't be away for long. Phew. Thank you, Ayuk. You really saved me. I really started to panic there. Where are you off to now? Why don't you search for out the 3 caves in the Howling Peaks and see if you can find something interesting. Come back and tell me about it afterwards. I'm starting to wonder if there is any dialogue between actually getting the keys and coming back. I feel like I checked that with the... Twilight Temple. Twilight Temple, not what it's called. This thing over here, Spirit Song Falls. Sun. Which we're going to do a little more. A little more over here. Get up. Ah! So close. The Great Lakes are the domain of the water spirit, the fish of the land. The spirit fish of the land of gods. That was perhaps maybe one I should have checked out earlier. Nope. Much further than I thought. Hold on. Not all spirits persist forever. Praise to the cinnamon-fingered, the dancer of the southern trees. Nevermore she lay beneath the shade. She fell into darkness, never to laugh again with us. From star to star she skips, following the gods into eternity. Praise to the dance, end and begun. Also, sing of the voice of the grasslands, and sun roarer, the wing caller. Never again will he race through the reeds of the lake, stirring the swans, or hunt the horses of the wild. Now he prowls the dark between dreams and wake. Sing of the voices forgotten, till the stars fade into morning. Light. No. A little bit about other animal spirits. Now over here, look at that big hand. Look at that big face. No. Where am I? Oh, there we are. A statue! It's falling! Probably during the Great Divide, right? I'm wondering if perhaps the divide itself, save yourselves, was sort of a sacrifice. That was the effect of the sacrifice of the creator, and initially the world was being consumed anyway by the void. It's time to face the facts. The God King is here to stay. Better to bend a knee than to lose a head. I guess it's also possible that the creator itself became the void? I am Yoho, the Southern Isles. This is the second letter I leave behind. This message is a warning of bad tidings. The worst I've ever seen since the Great Divide. I came to the land of the gods to seek counsel from my animal spirit. Our land continues to break apart, as if an invisible tide gnawed at them. Since the last spring, things have gotten worse. The snow creeps south and the animals are found dead, corrupted with dark rocks. I first saw so long ago. I went to the spirit fox's den, but it was empty. I waited there for 3 days, but he was nowhere to be seen. Are these spirits dying as well? If so, then all is lost. If he doesn't show up tomorrow, I'll return to my people. I for one will not abandon them in their last days. Come to think of it, I don't think there is a first letter that Yoho leaves. That or I just have never found it. The cold has spread this far south. That's not right. So many little hidden things, I tell you. Crash right into the candles. Praise the spirit of the land. The souls shining through the veil as pale stars, and the animals walking the land, earth in daylight. Remember the gods that once guarded the land. May they find a new home amidst the stars. Sing of the great dreamer that sleeps in eternity. May she dream of good times forever and ever. May the spirits kindly touch this stone. May it guide our people with the wisdom of the priestess, then and now. Neat. Right there, that's where the statue was, so... Oh. On the ancient bones. Once when the gods were awake, some animals gathered to talk. A hare said, "The grass is not as green as it was." A bear said, "The honey does not flow as it used to." A wolf said, "There are less deer to hunt." And the deer said, "Well, I do my best." An eagle said, "The lands have become smaller." The crane said, "The humans write less and argue more." The owl said, "There is a darkness deeper than the night, and it grows." And this, the other animals fell silent, and the wind howled around them. I know, right? Sometimes it even comes with a skull. Can't go inside the skull, though. It's too buried. Where are we? We're going this way. If you ever go further north, listen for these bells. They will help you find your way through. This is indeed how I found my way to the key the first time, actually. Hot spring time. Even if the temperature is dropped, springs are still as warm as ever. Ooh. I wonder. I did not go into this cave very well. We know that Aaron found the spirit bear, and he took a visit to the hot springs. I wonder if that was them. Into the Bear-Tooth Cave. We don't need light where we're going. Well, maybe a little bit would be nice. That's a lot. Notes on Legends of the Southwestern Clans by Rhett, scholar of the Summer Islands. Everything of the land of the gods is sacred, especially when the shrine called the Lighthouse is rumored to be a place of power. Some ancient texts refer to it as the House of the First Light, a cradle in the world where the ancient gods first walked the land. Now it just looms as a small black tower, made from alien obsidian, lonely and a relic of the eyes of our civilization. Is it a mistake that we don't care for what was left to us by our ancestors? The thing I'm wondering about, like, did the void become the creator, is like, because the darkness was spreading due to men, but was it transforming the creator? Did they have to rip out a part of themselves? Did Kara know this? My lady, welcome! It is an honor to receive you here. You may not know me, but I know who you are. Come, listen to my story. I still remember the time when Kara was still a cub. It was her first visit to the lands of gods. Her clan was traveling, through. I myself was still young, just over 100 years, and as chance would have it, they stopped for a rest near my home at the time. I was walking by, and she went up to me. She was still without words, but she hugged me, and her heart talked to me. Years later, she came back. She remembered me, one of the first memories she said. I offered her a pact, but she had already entered one with the birds of the Thunder Isles. We became good friends, however, and I was the first to meet her after the Great Divide. The Creator had split himself to lock away the void. Okay, yeah, growing in his heart. Okay, yeah. No, I thought I read something like that. The world crumbled. He had given Kara the task of keeping the pieces of his being safe. 3 fragments of great power, the void locked in the prison, and one last piece, his hopes, his dreams, and his love for the world and its beauty. Kara came to me much later, when the world was calm once more, to present the last piece to me. The cub was as small as Kara when we met the first time. Her name was Mina. Wait, okay, so... is this like a heartless nobody situation? The void was going inside him. The Creator split himself. That's where the relics came from. The relics were probably used with the lighthouse to seal what was left of the Creator, aka the void. Right? That makes sense. Oh, am I forgetting something here? There's nothing. There are very few over here until we get to this cave. Oop. Honk. Birds. Perhaps there are not people to speak to down here, as I thought there was. Might be thinking elsewhere. Some kind of device. Eve, the God King demands more rocks for his mechanical beasts, and it's your head if he doesn't get them. Okay. Ooh, that geyser's frozen. How'd that happened? Where is this cave? Just ahead, we're almost there. Ah, for that light. Well, I think there are bells that lead to each of the caves. Oh, another rift. Yeah, the achievement for this place is, you have found the Cave of the Cult of the Void. My love gazes at the false sky, which I believe is the rift. But she will not know me. I took her hand and said her name, but her mind was empty. I fear that it's the doing of the Hungry Star. It has stolen her soul. The followers say that the new god, and she is part of it now. Priestess of old gods said that her soul is lost forever. Do I want to believe this? We will try and close the rift it has opened in our world. But all of those who wander on the other side will never come back. Her name was Sarita. That's what happened to her. We found the passage about her before. Think about that. There is very little dialogue until we get to the meat of the rest of the game. Yep. Actually, there is one more shrine. I wish I could just fly with these damn quests. Just don't look down and we'll be fine. There's actually another set of scrolls I will find. It's so much easier to do that at that speed. I'm used to flying up directly from the archives here, and trying to swoop in there at full speed is a challenge. But it is a challenge I attempt every time. Boing. It's a video game. The video game that I have speedrun on stream before, but I figured it deserved more of a full narrative playthrough. Hi, bread. Yeah, it tastes like air. You're air over there. We shattered the ice bridge. Good times. I love that little cutscene because if you look down where I was, Ayuk wasn't there, but the light from the lantern was. Here's our final key to let us into the monastery. I always do that. Oh well. Tequila. My friend, the little wanderer, found her way to the far north. Aren't you cold? Even I can feel the chill through my fur. Might be the hot-bloodedness of humans. Well, at least you made the air shimmer in here. Like the stars found in the roof of the world, where the air is crisp and clear, and the storms never rage. Key in the ice, break the ice once more. Go west, go north, but don't freeze to death, as other creatures before you. But you see, it's not just the hot-bloodedness of humans, it's the fact that I'm a bird shifter, and birds are notably animals with absurdly high body temperatures. Let's get a schmoovin'. Missing anything from over here? I did forget a little bit of dialogue. Oh, they were right there. Perhaps. Perhaps. I mean, aren't you a penguin? It's gotten too cold. Let's leave this cursed place. Nonsense. I'm going to go to this cursed place. Roof of the world. Oh, I don't think this is the right island, actually. Oh, it is. This is who I thought was near the birds. I realize you've traveled far, but there is no path up there anymore. Ground has fallen to the depths. Those of us are leaving in a fortnight. I just realized something. The moon is in the exact same spot where the sun usually is, but we went through a storm, so we could not see the sun. What better way to break more ice than with more noise? The noise. Kinda weird that I don't know what bird I would be. I'm Zuya of the Snow. Today, a priestess from the far southeast came to us, telling us of a great war between the cities of Urza and On. Her name was Kara, and she requested an audience with the god that is said to sleep here, the Watcher of the Veil. Our master of the scrolls bowed to her and told her that if there ever was a god, he must be asleep so deeply that even he could not awake. Kara insisted and let her into the innermost sanctuary. She stayed there for 3 days and 3 nights. No one knows what she did there. She left us without a word, but her face was sad. I fear for our people. What can we do but guard our most holy texts for our ancestors? We are but few. No one believes us. Our whole world has gone mad, and there is no cure. Okay, there's something I want to see that I realize I haven't checked. Above here. There's this little, back. Well, while we're over here, let's ram our head directly into the mountain and visit the ancient Lambda. Hello there. Giant frozen lamb with tusks like a... with horns like elephant tusks. That's perception. Enter. Our final temple. The roof of the world is so pretty, though. Arise. This is the temple that has, like, the routing that I am most unsure about, but it seems to work. Doors are open. Let's open some more doors first, over here. If I had known about this pathway, I wouldn't have given up on this area the first time that I played. I literally stopped and went and did the archives, which I hadn't found yet. I found this place first. Door 1. Door 2. That door is right down that way. So, it's down to the two of us now. And I've been, like, very... There's another way over there. You have to open a door to do it. And I've been very, like... The amount of time it takes to go all the way back down there and all the way back up to this area, instead of just swoop in there real quick after doing a puzzle, it is almost the exact same. This is the same dialogue before about the dreamer and how they created the creator. The creator made the different directions, Stardust made eternity, and the gods. There's the abridged version of it. There isn't, like, actual something that we were reading there. That's the weird part. When the creator made the world, he woke the gods to care for it. First swam the Watcher of the Veil, high in the skies, a mighty guardian against the black cold endlessness, forever singing soothing songs to the great dreamer, lest she awaken from the dream of our world. Ah, I tripped on a rock. Bells! More bell puzzles. This dreamer is interesting. Boom. 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 There's that door. Boom. 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 And there's that door. The reason I came and left the first time, I did not understand that puzzle. I did not see the lights on the walls. I could not comprehend how to solve it. Even me. Even I get bested by some of these. And with that, that is why I felt that despite getting lost, I was still able to beat this within like 3 hours, like 2.5 the first time, like just a first time quick rushed playthrough. And then it became a first playthrough race for late arcaders. I figured you know, all of us will get lost like that in some way. I think they, both Eliza and Z had a better time with that specific puzzle than I did, though. Guide the light to the top. I don't understand these orbs of light, but they're pretty cool. There is one door that you don't have to open with the bell puzzles. It's the last one we're about to go through. And that also has shortcuts. Did I skip these guys? I skipped these. The entrance gate is frozen shut. There's no leaving now. Yeah, this door is just frozen open. Something. I feel like there was something over here. Once when the gods still walked the land, and the world was whole, Boy wanted to know all of the winter god's secrets. So he flew into the snowstorm in the far north, where the winter god walked in silence, hidden by dancing snow, leading souls of the dead to eternity. But the storm swallowed the boy as a carp does a mayfly. Winds tossed him around, and the cold turned his skin into ice and froze his heart. He fell from the sky like a stone, and his soul followed in the wake of the silent god. And so there was still no one living that knows his secret. It is said that the storm is a chant of life and death, sung by the souls of the dead as they fly from this world into eternity, whispering all the secrets of the living to the winter god at the gates of eternity before he lets them pass. Neat story. Doesn't really seem to be relevant to anything. Here's a story about a boy who died because he got cold. Oh well. I think I can... I feel like I haven't, like, remembered everything. When we die, our souls rejoin eternity in which they were made. Our souls are stars that the Creator took and set in our hearts. So from eternity, each time a child is born, a new star descends into its body and fills it with eternal light. Until such time as the body dies and becomes dust again, the star flies back to the sky, behind the veil, to dream. When the gods left us, we went amidst stars to search for a new home. When they find it, there too we will be born again. Neat. Like, I do sort of just bust through these dungeons, and I kind of worried I, like, missed something as I was recapping them. This one, I almost forgot entirely about that one that was in that little cave. And I remembered it because I was talking about how I got lost the first time. And I basically found everything you could find without doing the bell puzzle. I wish I could say. That's not even true. How I went backwards, when I first got here to do that one puzzle, I didn't find that room. That one was just there and open. I just didn't look in the right place. This is that room. Fun. Oh, I saw some. Kyogre. my head inside your mouth. Come closer, little champion. I won't ruffle your feathers. I am the Watcher of the Veil. I guard this world from eternity. But I have spent many years trying to close the rifts that threaten this world. Now, without the faith of your kind, my powers are almost gone. There isn't much left of the first dream of our great dreamer. The dream we call our home. Did you know? The first dream brought forth the Creator? His only weakness was his tender spot for your kind. Little human. Great you, he linked his heart to yours, but your hearts grew empty. Shocked by the emptiness dwelling in himself, the Creator ripped the void out of his heart. Time changes many things. A new little champion stands before me. A human one even. Now listen now, champion. These are my last words. This is the last fragment of the 3 Kara left in our care. There is only one step left now. Return the 3 fragments to the lighthouse in the very south, where your people have built a camp. It will show you what's next. It all rests upon your shoulders now, little champion. Yeah. Okay, that fills in the last gap that I was forgetting. I didn't exactly read these over again fully when I checked to see if I could do this within the allotted time of a stream. Yeah, it really looks like the empty shell of a... Like, that's probably what the Creator looked like, but, like, it is devoid of its heart. What I'm thinking. Let's go. I think we have technically got all achievements. There's exactly 1 scroll that I'm aware of left to be read. I still wonder about that first one from Yodel? Yohol? Yorha? Birds? Did I go to this bird sanctuary? I don't think I did. I think I just passed by. Seems like a place where there would be stuff, right? But I don't think there is. That was directly into the icicle. Trying to be silly about movement. Fly. Wait a second. The literal fastest way to get back to the lighthouse is to fly directly through those clouds over there. It is just a lot of clouds. I have never actually tested how far out you can go into the edge. Or really what happens if you do that. I imagine it's something like you do, like a roll. Oh, that's satisfying. So there is something in the tower that I didn't get before because it kinda needed context of other stuff, and we were gonna pass here anyway. I am Rhea, Yohel's daughter. I sought out his words to make sense of what happened to him during his journey. My father's burden lay heavy on his shoulders. Even though we found a new home, he was never the same again. There is hope, and more children have been born this spring than the last. We will recover, but I think he worried about things yet to come. I think the sickness of the black rocks my father found scared him more than anything else. It's only been seen once or twice again, however. These islands we now wander are safe. Kara is soon having a child of her own, and laughter is returned to our hearts. That, like, sort of connects a few things, I feel. It's not anything particular. Let us fly. Sometimes the camera tilts like that. Kind of a neat effect. Kind of disorienting too, though. Yes! Directly on Dinah's head! That was perfect aim! Hi, Ook. I'm glad you're back. You visited the last caretaker. You're truly amazing. Did you know Erin went on an expedition? I knew she would call it a mother's intuition. Or influence, I guess. I hope she will take after you as well. If you were lucky enough to be around for so long in the first place, something is wrong, I feel it. Like the world holds its breath. Talk to Medlin about what happens at the last caretaker. See if he can make any sense of everything. I think I've made more sense of it than he has. It was a great adventure. You think so too, right? I was all the way to the other side of the island, and I discovered lots of stuff too. Dad was kind of mad when I got home. I had to promise to tell him when I want to explore. Not as fun when they know I'm exploring. I'm old enough to go on adventures myself. Next time I might take the skyboat, then go to faraway places. But you can't tell them I told you, okay? Don't tell my parents, please. And can't we go together? It would be awesome. On first, or Medlin. Hi again, Ayuk. I'm so thankful that Erin is back. I must say that she was very thorough in her field trip. I think that she paid such attention to detail. So I struck a deal with her. If she promises to tell me first, she can go along the island's outskirts. Who knows what Erin might achieve one day. She might even become a guardian of the outer lands in time. Or search for ancient scrolls like your mentor. But I can feel the disquiet in the air, you know? With luck, these dark and strange things will go away. And our lands will find peace again. Actually, I think you better talk with Medlin. I keep wanting to call him Melvin. You two know the most of what's going on, and told me he wants to see you. I don't have any more clues, I'm afraid. Cave-in, the Black Rocks, Kara's Light, temples opening up again. It's all very vexing. You met with the last caretaker, at least? For some reason, I feel that it's your pilgrimage that's become my most important task, not my own. The world isn't right. Snow creeps south, animals are found dead, and you are different somehow. Like you were glowing, not with light, more of a presence, or warmth. And yet, the world itself seems to have grown colder. Kara prayed at the lighthouse to seek her answers in the old days. It's your turn to do the same. I'll meet up with you up there. Into the lighthouse that's shaped like the Creator's shrine, or vice versa, because I think the lighthouse predates it. Verse versa. Beam! Last time to talk to anybody.
Hey.
We're going to the void. Goodbye for now, Ayuk. I hope to see you again soon. Blessing be with you, young pilgrim.
Hey.
I'm not quite sure what's happening, but I think it is all meant for you, Ayuk. Follow the beam to Creator's Shrine. Ayuk, are you alright, child? This is eerily similar to the text I translated. The lighthouse shone a brilliant beam. At least it's not another great divide. What will we even call it? A greater divide? I don't think your pilgrimage ends here, I'm afraid. Even though you've had enough already... Even though you have already gone further than all of it before. Whatever it is you will face at the end of this path, I'm confident that you will, as always, come home safely, full of interesting news. You have found out so much I never would have dreamed of understanding of the ancients and our past. Go on now, find out what lies at the end of this light beam, and now you please be careful. Ayuk, what's happening? Where are you going? Promise to come back. You'll have to tell me everything about it. Promise to come back, okay? When you come back, just tell me everything. Want anything about that? I'll just come back, okay? When you come back, just tell me everything. They're saying the same thing. I think that's on purpose, too. That the old man and the little girl have the same perspective on it. Let's pass over the crabs. Ooh. At a speed that probably blasted them. Okay, so I was a little off when I said how many NPCs there are, because there are those 4, and then I was thinking the 3 animal spirits, sorry. And then there were the 3 caretakers, those count. So that's 10. And then I said, I guess technically 8. Ugh. Oh. I'm surprised I didn't form out of a bird when I hit that rock. Come on, you can do it. Uh-oh. Yeah, we are in the Void's... Well, the entrance to the Void's prison, are we not? Well... Guess that's the end of the pilgrimage. No, it's fine. Don't have a lamp anymore, because there's my lamp. The lamp's light lamp. Ayuk, wait, listen to me. Do you know me? I'm Kara. Time is short, but I'll try to explain. You are of my blood. Once the Creator infused me with some of his light, his hope and his dreams. His power, at the time of the Great Divide. His power is yours too, Ayuk. It has saved you from the Void's touch. He is stronger here, however. I will show you for as long as I can, but we don't have much time. You're about to enter the prison of the Void. This prison is outside our world, and there I cannot help you at all. Follow me. We have this nice little ending part where we are following Kara's light. Which is, I think, literally what the lantern was called. He's guiding us. Really just a little bit of platforming and mostly running. Ooh, I almost didn't make that jump. Got a little risky. Do you understand, Ayuk? I am a memory of my old self, and now that I have left the lantern, I will soon fade away. I can only speak to you here and now. There's no turning back. This is the only chance we have. People of the sky closed their hearts to the Void. But it was not enough. He has almost broken free from his prison. We can't stop him from devouring our world. Not without you. You can put an end to what was started so long ago. I'm sorry. There are so many things I want to tell you. So many things I would like to ask you. But we don't have the time. These last steps are not for me to wander. It's up to you now. It's up to you what you really are. This door leads to the realm in between our world and eternity. And this is where you will find the Void. You must finish what the Creator started, and make whole what was shattered. I know you can do it, Ayuk. This is goodbye. I'm afraid I will watch over you. This is goodbye, I'm afraid. I will watch over you with all my might. I have left in me. I believe in you. Weird thing about that dialogue, I don't think it was supposed to be there. I think that was supposed to be another, just like, she waits for you and then goes to this point, and then she says that here. But this ends up just being this cutscene. Because we can't even see the door. Well, I don't know. It was a weird choice. Maybe it was just difficult to make it happen and then go directly into this cutscene. I don't understand. I think other things have done that. Final door. Now our arm glows. We have the light ourselves. We have inherited it. Welcome to the prison of the void. A realm between the world and eternity. I don't know what that means. It looks like there are man-made structures in here. Look at these pillars. A bridge. A few more steps past this bridge into the darkness. It's not just a vision this time. Now, as I always ask at this point, do you think that the Void was reaching out in a desperate last attack and Ayuk was stopping it with her power of light? Or after the light got onto the Void's arm, was that reaching out to touch each other in harmony? These are the things I wonder. So that's AER, Memories of Old. It's a game I really like, that, funny enough, I had for the longest time just sort of had it on my wish list, and every time it was on sale for like 90% at $1.50, I was just like, maybe I should get that. And then I didn't until I was motivated to for the first playthrough race. And then I did, and it was a good idea. And I think I like it more than anybody that I've presented it to. But I also like to navigate. And this is the game that I am wrapping up Indie August with. If you could even call it that, because like most of these games were just stuff that I would have played anyway. I guess Chicory getting 3 streams and another one coming is unusual. I wouldn't have chosen to stream that otherwise. I'll try to finish that up one of these Saturdays, perhaps. Because I have plans for the following days. I still need to sort out a couple of the games. I can pretty safely say, though, the first week of September is going to be an exploration of SG-1000 and Sega Master System games. And maybe the rest of the versions of Sonic 1 that we haven't played yet. Fan or otherwise. Ones that are worth playing either for, like, historical context or just being a cool thing. Maybe. We've already played 3. We're gonna do one more. Aw, man. Was it not aligned that whole time? Oh well.